Welcome to this new video on Forza Horizon 6, where we're going to test several cars that are known for being particularly horrible to drive once they've been upgraded. Apparently, with specific settings, these cars can become undrivable and completely disrupt the game's physics. Today, we're challenging ourselves to win a race with each of these cars and see if it's possible. The first one is the Nissan Safari Turbo from 1985, on which we're going to use a setup created by the community. And this setup is an S2 class with this share code. So what we're going to do is install it, and we're not going to spoil the surprise for ourselves, meaning we won't even test the car before starting a race with it. Let's go with this first vehicle. Wish me luck. So, actually, okay, alright.
Okay, alright.
I was gonna say, actually it lifts up a little bit when you accelerate, but if that's all, it's not a big deal. The problem is, that's not the only issue. The problem is that the suspension is terrible. When you accelerate hard, the car jerks backward. Braking a bit hard makes the car lurch forward. If you turn, the car lurches from side to side. So look there in the hairpin. But even in the wider turns, the car goes up on two wheels. So obviously, it's hard to get it to turn properly. My God, you can't get through a corner in this thing. Any corner, at any speed, it's impossible. Nice. Well, listen, it looks like we all have trouble with this vehicle, apparently. The crazy thing is that even when going easy, we were trying to, let's say, be gentle with the acceleration, the braking, even the steering. Even going slow and carefully, the car still flips. It's a failure and we're last, but that's okay. We have 3 more vehicles to test and might succeed with one of them. By the way, if you know of other setups that are this broken to drive, feel free to put them in the comments with the setup code. That way, I'll test them in another video and make sure to subscribe for the next ones. This way, if I make similar videos, you'll get notified. The second is the Volkswagen Type T22, the well-known Kombi with this setup. I'll show you the code, but let's not spoil anything. Well, for now it seems to be going fine, It accelerates well. Whoa.
Whoa, no, that's not good at all.
Okay, so honestly, that's a bit weird. I don't know how you come up with setups like that. It does seem fine when accelerating. There, the slightest bump. What a nightmare. Actually, as long as there aren't any bumps, I think it'll be fine. Whew. Okay, alright. As long as there aren't any bumps, it's fine. But even the slightest bump, the front end turns into a bouncing ball. It's impossible to drive it properly. Actually, even on flat ground, it's kind of horrible to drive. Plus, the brakes are really bad. Honestly, that's really annoying. The brakes are really bad, especially on flat ground. Even on flat ground, since the engine is at the back of the vehicle. My God, every time you accelerate, it kind of makes the vehicle lean back. And if you let off the gas, since it will drop back down onto the front wheels, it creates this kind of propulsion effect. There are directions where it works, but there are some where clearly the game doesn't understand what's happening. Honestly, it's more fun to drive than the first setup since you can turn a bit without the vehicle lurching. Just be careful. Any small bump can be fatal. At 100 kilometers per hour, you wonder if you're going to do a backflip at any moment. What? There! The car is so terrible to drive and can't keep up with the AIs that if DNF were enabled against the AI, we would have gotten DNF'd easily. We're about a minute behind the AIs. Clearly, that's another failure. 12th out of 12. We still have 2 tries left. Feel free to like this video to cheer me up after losing to the AIs. Next, we have another setup to test on the Toyota FJ40 with this little share code. Let's see how it goes. Now we're back to road racing since we're in a vehicle. Whoa, we're in a vehicle that's really well equipped, damn. With slick tires here. I don't even dare turn with it. Oh. Well, it's kind of the same thing as the Nissan Safari, but worse, I feel. It's mainly the turns. In a straight line, it's still fine. The acceleration is okay. You can feel there's some wobbling, but you see it's not terrible. Wow, man. There. I didn't know it was possible to drift on 2 wheels. It's really horrible to drive. I think it's the one I've liked driving the least so far. Actually, it's really heavy. It's not like the Nissan Safari where suddenly it would, let's say, slide to the side out of nowhere. We didn't have time to see it coming. But here, damn, here, it's horrible. Here you can feel it coming and you can't do anything about it. Will we even be able to make this 200-kilometer-per-hour turn? No, not at all. I had hope for a few seconds. But even in 12 years, it's impossible, no matter what you want or how gently you use the joystick. It's horrible. Well, at least it gives us the chance to drive cars we don't usually drive. Because it's true that, well, the Nissan Safari, the FJ40, and the Volkswagen Kombi, I'd never driven them before making this video. I admit that these aren't really vehicles that excite me that much. Off-roading isn't really my thing on Forza Horizon either. So at least let's try to look at it that way. There you go. Let's see the positive side of this experience. It lets us try out some lesser-known cars. Well, we got lost here, obviously. 12th out of 12. And the last one is the Nissan B1 with this share code here. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! What's going on?
I
think someone forgot to secure the rear end. Honestly, it seems... Okay, well, it seems okay. It's a bit weird. It's a bit strange, but it's not that horrible to drive. Wow, actually, yes it is.
Wow.
It's not as bad to drive as what we tested before. But you can feel that the rear kind of does whatever it wants. So it's the same, it feels a bit like a bouncing ball effect, like the Volkswagen. Except here, what's weird is that it comes from the rear. Like it's the rear that really moves a lot. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
Well, obviously, it was obvious she was going to... It was to be expected. Damn, but seriously, what the fuck? How does the paint turn purple? Maybe it's a basic paint. Maybe from Nissan B1. Maybe it has chameleon paint. I've never tweeted. At the same time, I admit, I've never driven this car in the game. Like I was saying, the advantage of testing some crappy setups like this is that at least it gets us to try out different cars that we're not really used to driving. And this one, though, it's a car that was bought in the game during an update. It was even bugged. Like, they gave it to all the players because it was bugged and there were some glitches. I've never tried it before, and we're learning about it the hard way, just like with the other cars we tested today. Still, I hope you enjoyed this Forza Horizon 6 video. It was kind of about the usual tests and upgrades I do on my channel. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and follow me on Twitch for upcoming live streams. We play Forza Horizon 6 multiplayer with you twice a week. Come join me and like to support my channel. Also, on this video, you'll find my instant gaming link, which lets you buy your games cheaper while giving a little support to my channel. Still, we managed to do something a bit historic in this video. I think it's really the first time I've done so many races in a row on Forza Horizon 6 without scoring a single skill point. Because I think every time we started to get some skill score, we never actually banked it. There was always, I don't know, a turn. Something that gave us trouble. And we never managed to bank a single one, not even the small ones. If you want to try out terrible cars with bad settings, feel free to use the share codes I posted. It'll be a disaster. This whole sequence here, it's going to be complicated. I think the AI has already finished. You know, I think it's been at least 30 seconds. It's horrible, guys. It's horrible. The worst part is that even on flat ground, the slightest bump makes the car spin out. I think it's even worse than the Volkswagen in that regard. It's less spectacular and extreme, with fewer backflips and such. But on the other hand, even on flat ground, it's impossible to drive. There. Physics is struggling. Well, we lost again. That's 4 out of 4 losses. Not bad, right? See you tomorrow for the next video. Bye.